One way to transform an ordinary life into an extraordinary one is by incorporating God into every aspect of it. By involving God in everything you do, whether it's raising your children, nurturing your marriage, or even maintaining a positive attitude, you can bring glory to Him. Embrace God's presence in your life and allow Him to guide your actions. God has unwavering faith in you, offering hope and a future plan. No matter how many times you may have stumbled or made mistakes, God is always ready to grant you another chance. If you are sincerely committed to your relationship with Him. When God communicates with you, when He places something in your heart, or when certain passages in the Bible resonate deeply within you, it is crucial to listen to your spirit, rather than relying solely on logical reasoning. You may witness and believe in things that appear illogical or implausible. If you find yourself obeying God's instructions but not seeing immediate results, do not lose heart or give up. Persevere through the waiting period, for God's timing and ways are often beyond our comprehension. Continue to hold on to your belief and trust in God's promises. If you have received confirmation from God regarding a particular matter, have faith that He will bring it to fruition and make it a reality. He may either guide you in a different direction or ask you to wait patiently for His perfect timing. It's essential to have the audacity to believe in the impossible, because it is through such openness that miracles can manifest in your life. Remember, if you firmly believe that God has placed something in your heart, a desire or a purpose, and it persists without fading away, take a small step forward and observe the outcome. If that step proves fruitful, have the courage to take another step. As you continue to progress, those initial hesitant steps will gradually transform into confident strides, growing larger and more significant. Before you realize it, you will find yourself sprinting forward with God, propelled by His power and guidance. We often have desires and dreams that seem beyond our imagination, whether it's the fulfillment of a long-awaited dream, a miraculous recovery of our health, or meeting the right person. We've been praying persistently, holding on to the promises, but it may appear as if nothing is happening. What we cannot see is that behind the scenes, God is actively working. When you prayed, God not only heard you, but also set the miracle into motion. As the psalmist proclaimed, the tide of the battle begins to turn the moment you pray. Just because you don't witness immediate results, doesn't mean that the answer is not on its way. The individuals who experience the fulfillment of promises and breakthroughs are the ones who continue to pray, believe, and stand firm in their faith. In 1 John, it reassures us that we can have confidence in God, knowing that when we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. Negative thoughts may attempt to discourage us, suggesting that our prayers are ineffective and that we're wasting our time. But remember that those thoughts are misleading. Even in the face of daunting challenges, like receiving a discouraging medical report or battling a long-standing addiction, it is crucial not to surrender to negative thoughts. The moment you pray, the Creator of the universe begins to work on your behalf. The outcome may not unfold according to your preferred timeline, or in the way you expected, but remember that God is faithful. Whatever He has promised you, He will bring to fruition. Following the example of David, who said he brought his requests before God each morning and waited expectantly, we too should approach prayer with anticipation. David didn't simply pray and think his duty was done. He eagerly anticipated God's goodness throughout the day. He believed in and spoke about the favor he would receive, rather than focusing on the intimidating size of his challenges. David had a mindset of victory, confidently declaring that he would defeat Goliath and triumph over his enemies. He expected God's favor and proclaimed that goodness and mercy would follow him wherever he went. In essence, David acknowledged that the forces working for him were greater than those against him. It's not enough to merely pray, we must follow it up with a posture of expectancy, knowing that God not only heard our prayers, according to His will, but also dispatched angels to bring forth the answers. What God ultimately brings into our lives may not align exactly with our initial expectations. But know that His plans will be even grander, better, and more fulfilling than anything we could have imagined. Do not limit God by confining Him within the boundaries of human understanding. Even if you cannot see how something is possible, whether it's due to an unfavorable medical report, lack of finances, or a lack of connections, remember that God operates in ways that surpass your thoughts and expectations. Just as David used a simple slingshot to defeat the mighty Goliath, despite lacking training, experience, or sophisticated equipment, a slingshot empowered by the favor of God is more potent than an entire army without it. God is fully aware of your needs and knows precisely how to provide for you. You do not need to figure out the exact details of how God will bring about His plans. The Scripture advises us to not lean on our own understanding. If you attempt to analyze and comprehend every aspect, you will only become confused and overwhelmed. Perhaps you may feel skeptical, thinking that these words of encouragement are not applicable to you, or that mere words won't bring about any change. It's important to note that these messages are intended for believers, for those who truly understand that God is in control, that He has set the miracle into motion, and that His angels are already on their way. If you hold firm to this belief, you will witness healing, promotion, breakthrough, and victory. God will open doors that no one can shut and guide you towards the full realization of your destiny.